So if you're looking to start a content-based business like this one on YouTube, you need to sell a product to make money. And the best products to sell are boiled down to either coaching or courses. So in this video, I wanted to talk about the differences between the two and which I believe is the best that you should offer. And I will actually just come out and tell you now that courses is probably where I'm going to go with this. Coaching and courses are two very different products. And maybe some people get confused with them. But a course is basically a video playlist or training modules that take somebody from, say, step 0 to step 1 or step 2 at being proficient in a skill. It's not taking them necessarily from being a complete beginner to the most advanced person in a topic. It's basically taking people from where they are right now to the next level. And this could be for beginners, could be for advanced people, depending on who you are looking to target. Coaching, on the other hand, is essentially where you handhold somebody through a process. So this could look like ongoing coaching calls. It could be communicating much more via, say, WhatsApp or like back and forth conversation. It's a lot more time intensive versus a course. It's delivered once, somebody follows the material and they get results. It's a lot less intensive. And when it comes to starting a content-based business, I'm guessing you got into this game of making YouTube videos to start a business because you wanted more freedom, more flexibility, and more fulfillment. I don't know why you would sell coaching. Coaching is a very valid product to sell, and it's very needed. It's very lucrative. You can sell coaching for potentially a lot higher value per ticket. So people will pay thousands for coaching, one-to-one with somebody or in a group setting. Courses also you can sell for hundreds of thousands as well. Hundreds or thousands, sorry. Maybe there are courses out there that sell for hundreds of thousands, but I've never seen any of them. The thing I love about courses though, once you make the material, once you make and record the video trainings that make up the course, it's done. You don't have to continue to make more videos to get a customer from where they are right now to where they want to be. The course material is just there for them to follow, and you make it once and you can sell it as many times as you want. And obviously you can keep adding to the course and making it better over time, updating it. But if you have the foundational training modules in place that allow customers to get results, then you shouldn't need to make any more training materials. Versus coaching, you have to show up to calls, you have to be very present, and it takes up a lot more of your time, energy, and focus. Now, if we focus on courses for a second, if you put that same time, energy, and effort that you would have done into coaching, into creating content, this is what's going to fuel the top of your funnel and the base of your content business. Because say on platforms like YouTube, I'm always creating videos to create customers. So I'm not too bothered about creating views. I'm not too bothered about getting the most viral videos. I just want the right people to watch my videos, i.e. customers who are essentially going to buy from me down the road. Once your course is built and you then just focus on building and recording videos like this one, this is essentially just adding firepower to the top of your funnel. And it's always going to be bringing in new possible customers to your business every single day. And it doesn't matter how many views they get. Sure, you might get some that do better than others. But at the same time, you need to think you're making a business and you're attracting customers to the business. You're not just attracting viewers and trying to grow your subscriber base just because of these vanity metrics. Maybe down the road you could focus on that, but in the beginning, for the first 6-12 months of growing a content business on YouTube, you don't need to focus on views or subscribers. You just need to focus on putting out videos that are high value, answer questions, and educate people on things they need help with. And you're encouraging them at every step to take the next step. For example, this YouTube channel. The product I'm trying to sell is my YouTube channel builders course and community. It's a school community I put together, which there are links below. You want to go and check this out, and you can even model it or join it. And it's essentially a mix of coaching and a course. So I have a course already in the school community which people can go through, and it helps them turn their education, their skills, and their knowledge into an income stream. Inside there as well, there's a community element to it, which is where people can ask questions and I can one-to-one review their channels, give them video ideas, help them with titles and thumbnails, literally everything. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. It is a bit of coaching, but it's also mainly a course material. So my plan is, or my goal is to be in that group every single day, helping people. My time isn't spent 100% in there. I still have time and energy to fuel the business with content. This is the main driver of the business, because a lot of people will get into this game and they'll focus on the wrong things. They'll procrastinate, they'll choose to start building their website, start doing all these other things that actually aren't going to move the needle on their business. The main thing you need to do if you are creating a content business is to create content, because the content is the gasoline that you put in your car. It's the thing that fuels the whole funnel. If you don't have content at the top and people consistently coming in and finding you and seeing your content, there's no way you're going to be able to build a business around this stuff. Coaching for me as well is for a specific type of person. Now, when I left my carpentry job and started doing a lot of online work and started to try and build a more of a lifestyle, I wanted to get rid of the 9-to-5 job. Now, granted, now I actually, some days I work longer than 9 to 5 hours, but it doesn't feel like work, it feels like play. Whereas if you're in a 9-to-5 job doing fulfilling someone else's goal and dream, it's not really the same feeling. It's tiring, it's boring, it's not fulfilling, it's all the opposites of what you got into this game for. What a lot of people do when they start coaching is they just create themselves another job. So they leave the 9-to-5 job wanting more fulfillment, freedom, flexibility, whatever, and then they just end up booking themselves solid with coaching calls, check-ins, and this just ends up eating into their life and creating another job that they end up resenting and not liking. So there is a very fine balance, and sure, there are people who do coaching to a very high level and they're really good at it and they have a really good work-life balance, but for most people, they end up just creating another job for themselves and then they resent it completely. With courses, like I said, you literally create the course, create the training material, and then your only focus is to spend a couple of hours a week making videos to promote your channel and help people further with those free videos. And if there are people, there will be people who will want to take the next step. Sure, not every single person who watches your content is going to buy from you. Like if you look at like conversion rates, you'll probably find between maybe a 0.5 and a 2% conversion rate from those people who actually watch your videos will essentially go through and buy something from you in the future. It's a tiny percentage, but if you imagine if you have all these fishing rods in the water, all these videos, always getting views every single day, bringing new people to your content, that is what's going to fuel your business. So you don't need to fill up your time with coaching calls or spending every hour of your day on this business. The whole idea of this business is to create it as like a lifestyle business. So you can create content like this here. Like I'm just literally sat talking on a phone, answering questions about all of the things that my audience has on growing a YouTube channel, making an income on YouTube. I'm hoping that there's some people who want to take the next step. I'm sure there will be. But I can make these videos in minimal time, minimal effort, minimal stress. There's not too much editing that goes involved with it. And if I'm putting 3 to 5 videos out a week, that's more than enough content to build this business and fuel the growth of things and put money in my pocket. Let's touch on money a second, because charging for coaching and courses can be a little bit different. There are a lot of people that charge quite high ticket for coaching. So this is like $1,000 plus for a package, which is fantastic if that's what you want to get into. You can also charge that same amount for courses as well. But in the beginning, if you're looking at getting started with creating a course or an online training program you want to sell, I would recommend that you come in at the low end of things. One, because you probably don't have the authority yet to charge those numbers. I mean, you could do if you're confident and ballsy enough. But also, if this is your first program or product you're selling, just give yourself a bit of confidence in this and just put a price tag that seems reasonable of what you feel comfortable charging. Price is so elastic. You could start with something that's £100, $100, up to $200, $250 for something like my school community, which is a community and a course for people. And just charge what you believe is right for the start of your journey. It will lower the resistance and the barrier to entry for you, the creator, and it will also do the same for the people coming into your product or service and buying from you, because it'll be less resistance, it'll be an easy sell. You can start getting case studies then as well from people you're getting great results for, and then you can use those case studies and results to fuel the growth further down the line. And when you get more and more case studies, that's just proof that you know your own value on what you're charging, and that means you can start increasing your prices. And you can be confident about doing that because you can put a monetary value on how much you've helped people make, what you've helped them achieve, And then other people coming in will see that, they will take their person's word for it. Because it's quite biased me sat here talking about how great my products and services. Of course I'm going to be biased and say it's amazing. But there's nothing more powerful than somebody else saying that and showing them, hey, look, I got these results from this person. He's great, blah, blah, blah. That's the selling mechanism for you. You don't have to do any selling or anything. You just have to show up and tell people where they can join or buy whatever it is you're selling. I just want to jump back a second to like viewers and subscribers and stuff on YouTube, because a lot of people chase these metrics and associate views and subscribers with the success of a channel. So if somebody has loads of views, loads of subscribers, it must mean they're doing well. It must mean they have absolute money in the bank. But I can tell you now, there's a lot of people out there with millions of subscribers who are pretty much broke and don't earn money from what they're actually doing. And it's because they've cultivated the wrong audience. They've cultivated an audience of people who aren't going to buy from them. Versus, like I said before, cultivate and grow an audience of customers. Because the customers are going to be the people that give you money and transact with you and actually help you build your business. So this means not focusing on the views, not focusing on subscribers, or anything like that. In fact, I wouldn't even look too deeply into the YouTube analytics or studio for the first 6-12 months of your growth, because it's going to overwhelm you and it's probably going to give you the wrong data based on such a short period of time. Versus, all you need to do is show up and create 3 to 5 videos a week, maybe less, maybe more, depends what your capacity is, but that's all you need to do in the beginning. And then just let those results show. Like, look at the people who are actually buying from you and how many sales you're making and how many customers you're helping versus how many views you get in, how many subscribers you get in, how much YouTube AdSense is paying you, which is just ridiculous. Don't focus on that, because if you do, you will burn yourself out and you'll quit YouTube altogether. So I hope that was useful. But yeah, there's links below to my YouTube Channel Builders community and course if you want to go and check that out. If you're interested on growing a fun and reliable income stream on YouTube or building a content business, basically everything I've been talking about in this video. Any questions on courses, coaching, your thoughts and things, drop them in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.